Joe's getting all excited because it's Christmas. It is Christmas, Joe. This is why we're not allowed to work together. That's all. Good evening, one. Good evening, all. How are we? So, for the whole week now, we are in festive freedom. All products in the live shows now have freedom savings. So everything you're about to see during this hour will now have a festive freedom price as well. So if you're not part of the Freedom Club, this would be the perfect chance to jump on board because we have got some amazing things coming up over the next week as well. Before we get straight in, Joe's here.
Hello.
How are you, my love?
I'm very well, thank you. Are you?
I'm very well, very excited as well.
I love that music. It was really good, wasn't it?
It's a bit jingle bells.
I think that's the first time I've got excited for Christmas, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on show countdown, not Advent. You know the Advent, when you're at the Advent doors. I'm on show countdown.
How many you got left?
9.
9 shows left with our Joe before she breaks up for Christmas. What you asked for this year?
Just some time off.
Just time off.
Just a day.
Just time off and a cup of tea. That's all you need. So, Festive Flexi, which means everything you're about to see has freedom price, has a festive freedom. This is going to be a mouthful. Yeah. Here we go. So, we're very busy already for your one-day special. So, it's normally a £5 saving.
Look at that.
But with freedom, it's an £8.50 saving.
Come on.
£8.50.
That's a lot of money.
It is, especially at this time of year. That is an awful lot of money. So if you are a Freedom member, that is a delivered price, remember. So when you are a Freedom member, it's a delivered price to your door. You get that beautiful badge and a newsletter, and you can come in and out whenever you want.
Yes, you can.
Roll it on.
And there's some super projects on there as well.
There are.
Yeah.
And there's some super projects coming up this hour.
Yes, there is.
So let's go through your one-day special. We are looking at the Octo Lady.
Absolutely. Isn't that a fabulous name?
Sounds like a superhero name.
Octo. It does. I just felt as if I wanted to be
you
sort of
should have
like
come in like big tentacles.
Yeah.
That could go. I won't say that again.
No. Okay. Now, so what we've got here is we've got the fantastic die and matching stamp, or matching stamp and matching die, whichever you would like. And it just cuts just absolutely beautiful. Of course, it's all in Create. We all know how amazing this company is, and I'm very, very privileged to be actually guesting this show, and I'm very, very pleased. Thank you, Abs. So we've got this is actually designed by Olga.
Okay.
So we all know Olga's name with All and Create. She is one of their amazing designers. There's lots and lots of things actually on the counter that we've got that are her designs as well. So thank you also to all of the design team because they've made some amazing, amazing products, designs and samples for this show.
They really
this one is actually one of Olga's, and you can see. Now, she doesn't just have to be a traditional
mermaid lady.
Well, she's not a mermaid. She's an octo lady.
She could be a mermaid if you wanted to be.
Well, she could be if you wanted to be. Yes, that's right. But what they wanted to do is we've already got the wonderful seahorses and some other beautiful stamps that are in the seafaring sort of theme. So this, of course, this lovely lady is just in addition to that. So adding to the wonderful collection. So what Olga wanted to do was something a little bit different to a mermaid. She wanted to do something quite unique and individual.
Oh, she's hit that nail on the head, didn't she?
And definitely hit the nail on the head.
She's ticked that box.
That's right. So but there's so many ways you can use. Look at this one.
Oh, so you could turn her into a bridesmaid.
Of course you can. Well, she's just a beautiful, beautiful lady. Look at the dimension in that. That is just beautiful, isn't it?
So you're getting
using your bodice, using the head,
part.
and that's right, and then just creating the bottom.
So you're getting the stamp, you're getting the matching die as well, and you're also getting the sentiment on there.
Yes.
So you get that's 3 already.
Yes.
And then it's like a little bonus.
But this is just amazing, this stencil.
So I'm going to let you into a little secret. We said before the hour that, well, Joe said this stencil. Everyone's going to want the stencil.
Yeah.
The stencil on its own, I was going to go to next, has already sold out individually.
Oh, okay. Right, yes.
You can get it in one day special,
yeah, okay.
but already 10% of the one day special
Well,
has already
I've
gone.
got to say, I would just absolutely get the one day special at this price. The amazing, amazing things that you can do with it. Honestly, it's just been tremendous. So also, I would like to point out that this, the packaging that the die comes in, of course, is lovely and sturdy, but it creates a storage.
It does, yes.
It does.
Keep
So you've got
in.
your die in the actual packaging itself, but then of course what you can do is you can pop your stamp into the envelope and it's got that perfect storage for you. I think that's superb. I love things like that.
Then you're dying, because then you're dying your stamp match up.
That's
you know
right.
where they both are together.
Yes.
You're not
and
looking for one, looking for another.
No, that's right. And you know they should both be in there when you've finished using them as well. Now, let me just talk to you a little bit about the stencil. This is actually, it's called Totally Dotty. It is an A4 stencil, you can see that. Now, this actually comes about because we have had for quite some time a 6x6 dotty stencil, which every single body in the whole wide world, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but that's how it feels, actually owns that stencil.
Well, Leonie's always using that
always, and so am I. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, I have that around on my desk. It's just so amazing. Now, when Abs was actually using that one day, he did think, well, I think we need to extend it, make the circles that little bit bigger, make them more variation in it, and this is, of course, what he's come up with, which I think is fantastic. So we've got our half circles, we've got that really lovely large circle, so that could be a lovely sun or moon or landscape background, beautiful. We've also got these smaller dots here, but you can see there's so much scope for this, it's incredible.
And I suppose with the I want to keep calling her a mermaid lady, but she's not. With the Octa lady as well that you've got there, you've even got like bubbles with this, is what I'm thinking.
Of course.
So you've got the bubbles.
Yeah.
So it does all work together, because when I looked at it earlier, I thought, we used to get in circles. What do you want circles for? But the more I look at it...
No. It goes perfectly. This is why it's been launched with this, with the Octa lady.
Hand in hand. And remember, if you are buying this hour or over your one day special, you will all be put into a big tombola that we have here.
A big tub.
And this, oh my word, you could be walking away with this. Now, this is not for this hour, this is over the entire one day special. So it will, final call tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, we'll announce the winner. But you could be winning this, a beautiful vase. This is stunning.
Well, it's a stone art, it's a Peltex technique, and it's a stone art vase. And this is actually my last one day special for this year.
Also going out with a bang.
And I did feel as if I wanted to say thank you to everybody, because, you know, everybody's amazing. They are, truly. The crafters are so
they
lovely.
Are, bless them.
So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make something nice so that we can give that away at the end.
Well, you might be calling that draw slightly earlier than planned. 20% of this has already gone. There's loads more on the way. We were going to do the entire counter. We didn't realise how busy we were going to be for this. So we're going to go straight into demonstration now. Let me do the boring bits first, because I've not given you any of the numbers yet. 294842 is your item number. If you're not a Freedom member, it'd be £34.97 plus your postage and packaging. If you are a Freedom member, though, it'd be £31.47, and that is a delivered price to your door. Delivered to your door. You're saving £8.50 if you're a Freedom member. With that £8.50 that you're saving, you could become a Freedom member.
That's it. It's actually, can we use a no-brainer?
Well, you would, and you'd still have change.
You would have change.
Is it £6.97? So you would still have change. Yeah, so you're still saving either way.
And what I love about the Freedom Club is that you can dip in and out. You don't have to join for a whole year, 6 months or whatever. You can actually join for the month, can't you? So join, have a little look to see what the benefits are, and then obviously you can come out of it.
And there is no catch. We generally mean you can come out. I signed up for something the other day, and it was meant to be a freebie, and you only pay postage and packaging, which I did. And I've now realised, when another parcel turned on my doorstep this morning, I'm now a fully fledged member that's costed me £30 a month for something that I don't even like. I only got it because it was a £2.50 freebie.
Oh no!
With this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you what it is in a minute when we go to break. But I only did it because it was a 2, but with this you can dip in and out as many times as you want.
Yes.
£31, £47, £8.50. Jump to the website is the easiest place to go for more. We'll show you how to become a Freedom member on the website as well. If you scroll right to the end of the webpage that you will see, you've got all the details on there. There are so much on this show. Some of it you would have seen before, some of it is also brand new. Loads of 5-star reviews on there as well. There is Freedom on there. Just type in Freedom. It'd be the easiest way. And also, if you're calling the call centre, just say, before you place your order, I'd like to become a Freedom. And there it is, look, £6.97. And also, I'd like to become a Freedom member. And then they'll add your Freedom member and you'll get your discount there and then. So it's not one of these you have to wait a few days for it to activate. It will activate instantly and they'll send you all the details through and then you can start getting your membership straight away. I think it's amazing.
It is tremendous. And I've got to say, I've got to vouch for this because I actually purchased Paola's one-day special the other day.
Oh, that was nice.
And I went up and I hadn't had Freedom for a couple of months because I just, it's just not that I didn't want anything, it's just that I've been so busy, I've not had chance really to buy. And they said, oh, you're not a Freedom member now, you know, would you like to be? I said, oh yeah, you know, and I can dip in and out, which is brilliant.
Did you get a badge?
And I did get a badge,
yeah. I want a badge.
Did you want a badge? I'll get you a badge. I'm not
a Freedom member. I don't know if you're allowed them if you're not a Freedom member.
Oh.
You have to be a Freedom member for a badge.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thanks.
Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at this. We're going to have a little play. So what I thought we could do, obviously, we concentrate on the one-day special for this particular demonstration. So we've got that gorgeous Octo lady, and she really is quite lovely, isn't she? I love the design. I think Olga's made the most spectacular job of this. And you can see here, you must look at as I always say, you must look at the stamp and the die and look at how many things you can actually do with it.
Sorry to chip in.
Have you seen the bottom?
Noticed.
The tentacles.
I thought this was like a little seaweed, but it's not.
No, it's actually the tentacles. Yeah.
Off the mermaid, off the octopus lady.
Yeah, she's actually
I also have to say, over 20% has already gone, and we've only been on there for 12 minutes. Over 20% has now gone. This is going to be one of those.
So,
stock or clock.
Yes, we must crack on.
Let's crack on.
Okay, let's crack on. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp out my Octo lady. Now you will actually see from the stamp that it has also got the bubbles included in it. Now, obviously, when you actually cut the die, you won't. You know, the bubbles aren't actually included in the die, but if you have a look at this, what I've done is I've actually stamped underneath. You'll see in a second when I actually go. Stamp underneath first and give a registration area for you to put the die on it.
Oh, okay.
And then you're going to get the bubbles anyway. So one way or another, you are going to get the bubbles.
Get them.
Yeah. So, of course, when we were chatting at the beginning of the show, we talked about the packaging, and I've left the packaging out so that you can have a little look. I know you might seem a bit odd and just talking about packaging, but I do think it's really important. It's nice and sturdy, and of course it is meant so that you can actually put your die and your stamp in there together.
And because they will all fit as well, so whether you keep the stamp in the bag or you keep whatever you want to, whatever you do.
Oh yes, they all
fit in together as well. It's not one of them so they will all fit into there. So personally, if it was me as well, I would put the stamp, my sentiment that you are also getting with the stamp as well.
Yeah.
And I would also put your die all in that one carrier. And you could put in a little filing cabinet, and then you can rummage through at will.
Yeah, that's right. So, and you will notice that we've got the actual seahorses, which is actually a set that have previously been on, but we've actually brought them back for this show because they go so beautifully well together.
So we're also busy for the seahorses as well. I don't think it's the seahorses on their own. You're getting
no, you're getting lots. Actually, that is a tremendous set. That one.
This is for the seahorses on their own. £11.19. Unless you're a Freedom member, it goes down to £10.79. There'll be a lot of that during these shows. Remember, we are now in Festive Freedom. I had to check my phone to what it was. Festive Freedom is what we're now in. Everything in the live shows is now on a Freedom price. So there will be a lot of Freedom prices coming up. You can get them in a bundle, or you can get them on their own. The details on the screen are for on them on their own. Sorry, Jo, to keep you.
No problem at all. Now, so you can see she is absolutely exquisite. Of course, stamped beautifully as always with the All and Create stamps. So what we're going to just pop the actual die over the top. Now, what you need to do is you can see it fits beautifully. But if you actually line it up with the tentacles at the bottom, and then this little bit here that's actually popping out of her lovely hair at the top, line it up with that, and you cannot go wrong in the cutting of it. Okay, so the thin metal dies, of course, so they will go through all current machines that are on the market. So whatever machine you have got at home, then these will go through it. Okay.
I also like as well that when it does cut out, it gives you that little white border.
It does.
Which for me, that just adds that little bit of professionalism.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, because sometimes when you cut in, you never cut in right, and you lose the black line, and you get a little bit of black line. With this, you get all the black line around the edge, and then you get that white edge as well.
That's right. So there you go. Look at her. She is lovely, isn't she? Just pop her on there so we can just have a look. So that's precision cut. There's no question at all, is there? It really is quite lovely. So we're going to just put that there for a second. And what we're going to do is we're just going to prepare a little bit of the background. I've already gone ahead and actually gessoed. This is just a piece of grey board.
Okay.
I like using grey board. If you haven't got stencils around, just pop, just a bit of grey border. You've generally got those around. Just very quickly, just pop in some sprays over the top. Anything, of course, that you have got in your collection, then you can use. And
we allowed to say what these are?
Yes, of course. Yeah, they're the 13 Arts.
Oh, okay.
The 13 Arts sprays. I actually had. They should be on the website. So yeah, just go on in the 13 Arts section on the actual website. We'll just give this a very, very quick dry, and then what we'll do is we'll actually bring in the stencil. We're going to bring the stencil in and show you how versatile that is. So.
A quarter of your one-day special stock has now already gone, and we're 16 minutes into the hour. A quarter of the stock.
Wow.
Remember,
Okie
I know, this might be a quick one. £34.97 if you're not a Freedom member. Once again, if you are a Freedom member, just look at your prices. £31.47, you're saving £8.50. It's only £6.97 to become a Freedom member. And you'd still have change in your back pocket.
Oh, I like that.
We know it's getting close to Christmas. We know money is tight, but it is a why not deal. It is become a Freedom member. That will last you a month. Anything else you order over from now until the January the 8th, I think we're on today, the 8th of December. Anything to January the 8th, you'll get free postage on all of that. So if you're sitting there on Christmas Day and you start ordering, it'll still be free postage.
Yeah, and there's some terrific shows coming up with the sales around. There is.
And there's
really
discounts on everything this week for the whole week from now, and for an entire week for the live shows, there'll be discounts on the lot.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of the stenciling, but what I want to do first is I want to bring the stamp back in and just do, like I say, a registration of the stamp, really. So you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this may not stamp absolutely, amazingly perfectly. It's not because the stamp, because you've just seen that happen. It's because I've just done this. It's still slightly damp, but all I want is I just need to put it on here so that I can see where I need to go with the stencil.
Makes sense.
Okay, so, and also I get my bubbles as well. So I'm going to put her just there. All right, so I'm going to concentrate on the bubbles to make sure I do get those really nicely printed out, and then just give it a little bit. So as long as I've got the top, the sides, the bottom, and I know where the lady's going to be. Actually, she's stamped up. She's stamped up brilliantly, of course. If I didn't want it to, you know what I mean. So, so now I know where she's going to actually sit once I place her on the top. All right. So I'm going to bring my stencil in now. We've got so much choice. This is just tremendous. It really is. So I don't want to go too big. I want to keep it reasonably subtle. So I'm going to go with the finer. Let me just, actually I might just turn that round because I want some of that.
Remember, the only way to get this stencil now is by buying your one day special. It has already sold out individually, and that's just as we went on air. We didn't realise it was going to be this busy. It's extremely busy, and a quarter of the stock of the one day special has already gone.
Wow.
This stencil, the more I look at this stencil, the more I see it really works with this Octolado.
So what I've got here, you can see that it's lovely, isn't it? Really, really gorgeous. I want a little bit of the smaller
What is this
bubbles.
we're using now?
Right, so I'm using my That's Crafty paste. It's
Okay.
just the texture paste. Again, you'll find it on the website. It's something that we all dip into when we're here. Of course, as you know, it's very popular. So there we go. Do you want to have a little look at that while I just wipe this clean? Because, of course, really important just to keep your stencils clean. Abs is a little bit of a monkey when it comes to keeping his stencils clean.
Look beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it? So a little bit of the chalk spray at the back, or whatever you want. You know, some of your obviously some of your distress inks, of course, if that's what you've got as well. So we're just going to put her just to the side here while we take in the lady.
Okay.
Now let me just find something to lean on so that you can actually see. It doesn't matter if it goes on there because I'm going to cover that tomorrow as well. So what I'm going to do, I've just got some watercolour pencils.
It would make a beautiful journal cover.
Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow actually. That's why this book's here, one of my pink pigs. One of my pink pig books. So
oh, I love a pink pig book.
Yeah, they're fantastic. So what we want to do is I want to actually take sort of from the waist down. I want to go with limes and oranges and greens and that sort of colour. So now I'm only scribbling because they're watercolour, they're water pencils. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wash this out in a second. So if anybody tunes in now and watches me colouring in, they're going to think, oh, really?
She's not that good.
She's a bit rubbish at that.
Calls herself a crafter. She can't even colour in the lines.
I liked the comment that you made about that that lovely edge, because I do think it makes it look quite special, doesn't it?
Comment. I wonder where we're all going with that.
Oh no. No.
It is. There's something about what everyone does it. I know Lord Phil Martin. He does it. He puts a black edge on all of his. John next door, he does it. I think Barbara does it as well. Dame Barbara Gray. Yeah, she should be a dame by now. Everyone does it, and it just adds that professional finish onto all your cards.
I dread to think what you're going to tell called. God, no, I don't want to know. No, don't.
You can have a...
No, be careful.
OBE.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? What does that really mean, though, in your...
It's better than being... Well, I don't know. You could be OBE. You could be... What's one up from an OBE? MBE?
I don't...
Joe MBE? Joe CEO?
Duchess. I'd like to be
Duchess Joe.
Duchess Joe.
You could be Queen. Duchess Joe.
Oh no, I think Queen is going a little bit to, going a bit OTT there.
Joe OTT.
No,
CBE.
Actually, that's about right.
Joe OTT MBE.
OTT MBE.
DVD.
Thought you was going to call me a diva then.
Never.
Never in a month's
never
Sunday.
a diva, Joe.
No chance.
You're a dream to work with. That's why we're not allowed to work together that often.
No, that often. Yeah. Now then, I just need I do beg my pardon in a second. I put my So
I'll read some numbers.
No, it's all right. I've got
294842 is your item number. It's your one-day special. It's on screen at the moment. Oh, look at that! All festive backgrounds. With your deal on screen. So you got your stencil in there that you can only get on your one-day special now. You got your Octo Lady die and also your Octo Lady stamp as well. And you're also getting that beautiful sentiment in there, all for £31.47 if you're a Freedom member, because we are now in the Festive Freedom event.
We need some music after you say that, don't we?
Could that be good?
Would, wouldn't it? So all I'm doing now is I'm just obviously watering those out, because obviously they just blend really beautifully. Any watercolour pencils that you've got in your stash, or of course if you wanted to use your wax-based crayons, with your your polychromo, and then just use an oil to blend them, whatever you are happy with, because that's what crafting is all about, because we need to be happy with what we're doing, don't we, and feel comfortable as well.
Yeah, it's nice.
So of course we can just use our distress inks if we wanted to as well. They're fantastic for colouring in. So I'm just avoiding the tentacles at the moment, because I want to do those in a different colour. The actual underside, the underside.
suckers.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, she's got a fantastic figure though, hasn't she?
Well, it's a bit like me.
Bit like before Christmas though, that's the thing.
Oh yeah, you wait till after Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be wearing jogging bottoms on air then.
You're looking forward to it? Lovely Christmas with your daughter.
I'm not a fan of the build-up.
No.
It's the build. It's all a big. I know Christmas is a family event, but it's. I like when Christmas Eve is here because you can't do no more.
You can't do anything else.
You've got everything in. If you haven't got it by Christmas Eve, you can't have it.
No.
That's what I like then. So as soon as Christmas Eve comes, I can start relaxing. All this I get a bit because it's all very busy this time of year.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, everybody's buzzing around and really frantic, aren't they? And
you have to be in a lot of places at so many times, and
that's
trying
right.
to organise events and see people and go out with friends and family and.
Yeah, it's a very busy time.
You've got to see Santa Claus.
Of course, get your order in, get your letter in.
Got to see Santa.
You've been good.
Of course, I've been good.
Have you?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm not on that naughty list.
I hope not.
Wow, mate, it's been.
Isn't it great though, coming up to Christmas when you've got small children, so you can say, "Well, you've got to be good for Santa."
That is good. That is the bonus.
Though, isn't it? It's really naughty doing that.
It is the bonus.
It doesn't work with my two anymore.
Still works with me. Santa won't bring you a present.
No, it doesn't work with my two. No, they just look at me as if to say, "Have you really lost the plot, Mother?" Oh. Yeah. So there we go. That's her. Obviously, her tentacles. Yeah. Obviously, you take a little bit longer. You know, you just enjoy the whole colouring in. But I'm just doing her hair now. So I envisage her being quite an Albany sort of a very chestnutty coloured hair. But it's interesting actually with all the design team samples.
Oh, yeah, they're all different.
They are all, and they're just beautiful. And I do thank you, all the ladies and Abs, of course, for all the wonderful samples.
We are going to see a few more of them. We'll let you finish colouring this, and we'll be back very shortly.
No
what we are
problem.
going to do, though, we had a few questions about what is freedom. The best way to discourse of everything that freedom is have a little listen to Alex.
Hello, everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom, you could be saving on your deliveries every month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you will benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And you know the best bit? You can cancel any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you will also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom member discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Just look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 10,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being a part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm now going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
It's lovely because you have the special offers, don't you, that give you a nice discount off, sometimes up to 20%.
I don't have to worry about the postage. I can spend a £5 on something that I've seen as and when I've seen it, or I can spend 20 or 30 or 50 pounds, it doesn't matter.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see? You could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no ongoing monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 88888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and a members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
So that's how you become a Freedom member. Indeed, it's good to become a Freedom member.
Very straightforward as well.
So we're going to go very quick on your one-day special because it's very, very busy already. You are getting the Octo Lady die and the Octo Lady stamp, and you're also getting the beautiful A4 stencil as well. All of this for £31.47, and there is so much you can do with it.
There's so much. You can really go to town with your mixed media with this, of course, or you can create something that's so beautiful. I just adore this from Jo Rice. This is just absolutely stunning. So classy, isn't it?
Really
in that
is.
monochromatic. You can see that stencil in the background as well. Very, very subtle, but just beautiful. And using the dots, using the bubbles on the stamp separately, beautiful. Yeah,
it is. And then, I don't know who created this, but they're ever so good.
It's me.
That's our Jo.
Yeah, so
look at that, though.
I thought a cheeky little addition to the little seahorse there, just that his top and his bottom look coming out there.
That's so different from what you would think. You would normally think image in the middle, long ways maybe with the bubbles. Well, you've really got to tell me your little portholes in there, and the little seahorse.
I thought, why not?
And then we'll do one more.
Yes, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Now you see, look at the circle.
Oh, that's the large circle in the stencil.
Yep, there we go. Look at that. So that one, is it not?
No, it's bigger than that one.
I'm sorry, I do beg your pardon. But
you could go bigger if you wanted to.
So this is a beautiful sample from Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. And also Debbie put chocolates in her parcel as well.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, Debbie, I never saw these chocolates when they got to the studio. Oh, just for you?
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Right, was this Debbie's card? Right, we'll put Debbie's card here because we won't be showing that again. Sorry, Debbie, love, I didn't get any of the chocolates. So,
I'll let you have it.
294842 is your item number, £31.47. I am only joking, Debbie, do not worry.
No,
A4 stamps is what we've got next. Very busy on these as well. And what I like about the A4 stamps is there's so much in them.
Oh, now, this is where All and Create do their absolute best. If you ask somebody what's synonymous with All and Create, they would say A4 stamps. Now, what we've got here is we have got some amazing different designs in here. We've got so many layers. You've got the tiniest little thing that you would come back to each and every time. You've got that part of the butterfly there. You've got the skull, of course, with his crown. You've got, and of course, it's in two parts. This one, this actual, it's if you have a little look, you've got it's one stamp, but what it is, it appears as if you've got like two parts to it with having that middle
like
piece.
A book in the middle.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you look at this
and this one,
if I hold it that way, you've got that line down the centre. It is like reading a book.
Yes.
So you've got like two A5
if you wanted to. It could be quite distinctively two stamps if you wanted them to, because you could just choose the tiniest little bit of it and take that on board. But that, again, look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it?
That mandala is
really
absolutely
is quite
stunning.
gorgeous. And in a few minutes, there is actually another stamp that will match up with this beautifully.
Have you seen the seahorse with the butterfly wing on the back?
Yes. It's
How
amazing,
different is
isn't
that?
it? Yeah, you see, this is Olga. This is Olga all over. It really is quite gorgeous. It's just so full of they're both of these so full of content. If you looked at these stamps on their own and just worked with them for weeks, you would still come back with so many different designs.
Things.
Yeah.
Remember as well, £35.98 is what you're paying if you're a Freedom member. It's also on Flexi as well. So your Freedom Flexi is $17.99 today. On 2 interest-free flexible payments, which also means if you're also going for your one-day special, that will also split the price of that onto 2 as well. So it's well worth picking some up and start opening that red little box.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful card.
From Corrie, yes. So Corrie's, what she's done is she's made it very feminine. So don't look at the skull as too masculine or very gothic or anything. You know, look at that. That is so lovely with
really
that
is.
purple and lilacs.
I like the little book you got in
and
hand
this
as
is
well.
really gorgeous, isn't? Now then, this is Corrie's. It is. So what she's done is she's got the skull there, and she's actually 3D'd that on there, and you can also see those. You've got the bubbles as well going through there with the stencils, and of course on the back she's put that butterfly. You've also got more layer. Can you see? There's
really
so much
is.
layer. It really is quite exquisite.
And once again, you can go to town with these books because they are A4 There is so much in there to use and pick out just small little elements.
Just the tiniest little
that you
bit.
want for them. 267675 is your item number. 2 flexible payments if you're a Freedom member of £17.99. Very, very busy for these now, so I would put them in your basket. Put your one day special in the basket if you want to as well. Everything else is split onto 2 flexible payments. This is a bundle and a half.
Now this is, I think, apart from One Day Special, I think this is a tremendous deal. So what we've got is, we've got the Underwater Wonders, which of course, we've got the dies and the stamps that correlate with each other. So you've got the seahorses, you've got one with facing one way and one facing the other. So you can have them as a pair, which is quite lovely, isn't it?
It is.
Because they do pair up, don't they?
They do pair up. You also got the shells.
Yeah.
But I'm loving the seams that you get.
I know. This is the thing. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful. So of course, bringing in all of these stamps on the counter all go so beautiful with the One Day Special.
They really
do. And the Octo Lady, yeah.
Look at that. Where is he? There he is. Look at these. But once again, you get all these. I'm going to show you the stamps in a minute because the stamps are huge.
Yeah. So what you've got is you've got the. Obviously the wheel there, you've got the compass, you've got the roses, so it makes it pretty. What I've done now on the seahorse, I've just put him on a little bit of acetate, so he's got a bit of movement there.
Oh, did you do this one?
I did, yes.
Oh,
yes, I did.
But so if we go down to the actual stamps themselves,
Yeah.
if I flip these around, look, one of the size, and 2, you get a lot of stamp for your money.
Yeah, you've got 6 on this one single stamp. So it says 3 stamp sets, but you've got 6 on this one. Then the second stamp that's actually in the set is this really, really popular one that has been exceptionally popular from Tracy Evans. And it's actually the, obviously measurements, fantastic for backgrounds, fantastic to actually add. I'm just going to take, not this one, just bear with me one second.
I'm going to say, and I'm going to throw it out there because of me doing a quick count on air, it's 21 stamps, and then you will also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the dies. 21 stamps, and then 5 dies is what you're getting. All of that for £22.26 on 2 flexes.
Yeah. So what you've got, you can see here, using that fantastic stamp, that one stamp from Tracy, which is one of that bundle that you've got on that background. It looks beautiful. Tremendous, doesn't it? And doesn't it go so well?
Really
this is one of Olga's. It really is stunning. I love that one.
can also see that stamp, the tape measure stamp as well, on stamping it on ribbon.
Oh yeah, of course. You could really fabrics, ribbons, you name. Of course, any of these stamps, of course, you can stamp onto fabric with the right ink and the right paint.
But what you can also do as well, though, is what I'm a big fan of. I love watching it. Is you shrink plastics.
Yes, so we're going to do some of that tomorrow.
Oh, I so wish I was doing the shows tomorrow. Especially with shrink plastics. So you start thinking of your shells, of your seahorses on shrink plastics.
The seahorse is divine in shrink plastic.
Imagine your one-day special as a little keyring. That Octo Lady. Oh, the world is your oyster, as they say.
It really is.
Moving on down to sort of little stamps, like little fill-in stamps, I would sort of call these, if you want.
Yes,
am I right
so
in saying that?
what we've got here is we've got a combination of stamps here from Tracy. We've got here we go. Look, we've got some beautiful. This is actually this one in the set.
So this one we're coming to now.
Yeah. So the first one is from Olga. The second one is from Tracy. The third one is Tracy's. It's the third one that I have used and used and used and used and used until, honestly, if you could wear a stamp out, I would have worn this stamp out. Oh, you can't, because of course you wouldn't wear an All and Create stamp out. The actual quality of it, it's impossible to do. So, but you can see here how very, very different from taking this one, which is it is a monochromatic one. Beautiful one from Janet there in just that black and white is just, I think it's so sophisticated.
It really
And then of course you've got this one from Lorna, and it's just lovely the way that's all been layered up. It's the different colours, really gorgeous. And then look at this. Look at that. Look at the album. Really is lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, really stunning.
But the Freedom set, have you seen the Freedom saving on this?
Yes, it's a terrific set, this one. It really is.
So £31.97 if you're not a Freedom member. That's with a £4 saving. But then 20% off if you're a Freedom member. So it takes it down to £25.58, which is a delivered price to your door. A delivered price. Did I also see Flexi on this? Not on this one, but it was. But if you get it with something else, if you get it with the one we've just seen,
that's right.
Which is on 2 Flexis, this was also split onto
20
Flexi.
stamps in that set for that price is just phenomenal.
It is for
it
£25.
Really is. And all and create set of stamps for that price. It definitely is festive freedom.
And remember as well, All and Create, you do know the brand, you love the brand.
Yes.
You remember you're buying into quality as well when you buy into All and Create.
Always.
That's why we're so busy, because you know what you're buying into. I like these.
No, I love these. I am so in love with these. These actually this was delivered to me yesterday, so I haven't had chance to really do a lot with it, but the design team have done some really gorgeous things, and it's just such a cutie, isn't it? This is one of Olga's. This is so... If you knew Olga, she does the quirky, very the real characters, the really lovely creatures.
I just noticed the treasure chest that was on one of the other finished samples we had earlier from the lady who bought you chocolates.
Yes.
That's where the treasure chest is from, at the bottom of the design.
It is.
So once again,
and
they all mix and match.
Yes, yeah. This is it has been really well thought out. So you can see the fish, which is just one of the many stamps on that set that's actually on the Octolate. A lot of the design team have used that little tiny fish
in the background.
Which just goes so well with it. But how lovely is this?
Oh, this takes me back.
I know, it takes me back as well.
A long time ago, but
mine was a lot longer than what yours is.
Mine's only 3 years. But they grow so quick. But then look what else you can do. So you really go to your cartoonesques if you want to.
I think my favourite has to be the hippo with the
rubber dog.
Inflatable, yeah.
These are amazing for children's cards. The cat and the fish, though.
Yeah. Now, what you need to also keep an eye on is you've got that in the background there. That's the tape measure from Tracy. Fantastic as a fill-in.
Are they the
and
circles?
Also, yes, they are.
So that's your stencil. So that's your stencil from the one-day special.
Dotty, yeah. Yep.
And the tape measure from the big pack with the seahorses in.
That's
so they all really do mix and match together.
Yep.
And you're getting these sets, the sets that we see here, for £10 and 79p if you're a Freedom member. You're getting 14 stamps in total. Brand new today. They're that new, not even Joe has even had a play with these.
No, I haven't, because I got that one. Well, no, they literally landed on the mat yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and it was in the afternoon, just in the afternoon, and I had a children's birthday party that I was doing yesterday afternoon, and I was sort of like itching to have a little go with it. So yeah, tomorrow.
We're very busy across the board. Jump to the website; it's the quickest and easiest place to go. There is loads more on that website. Absolutely anything. See us our little counter that we wander down as a little market stall. The website is the wholesaler. That's where you'll find every single thing on there. Everything, remember, though, has also got a Freedom price on it. So the prices that you currently see are not necessarily the prices that you will pay. If you are a Freedom member, you might get them slightly less. £5.99. I wonder what that is on Freedom. Oh, it would be something ridiculous, I'm guessing. But everything, look, there's so many that's on there, so really do check the website before you start checking out. Remember, if you've got anything within a flexi basket, do check the web, because you might want to put other things in there just to split that cost into 2 or 3. Right then, we're coming back to our one-day special, our Octo Lady. We're extremely busy across the board. Right, so I did actually go ahead and stamp and cut my seahorses for the background of this. But if you would you like me to actually show you how beautiful they stamp and cut? Please do. No problem at all, because so what you get is you actually get your obviously the seahorses, and now then, where is my seahorse? It was here a minute ago. Oh, now you see I'm offering to actually do that, and yeah, I'm going to stamp the we've had an email. Yeah. Sue and Olive. Oh. They say happy Christmas, and the stamp happy Christmas to you too. Oh, how are you both? Oh, well, I'm hoping very, very well. I don't know if I've met Sue and Olive. I don't think you will have done. I haven't seen them for such a long time. Ah. Yeah, so you see, I used to see everybody when we had our shop. Yeah, you see. So, do you miss the shop? Yes, I miss seeing people. Yeah.
Yes, I do miss it. But of course, we do have weekly workshops still. So, yeah, it keeps me busy still. So, yeah, so it keeps me out of mischief, put it like that.
That's the best way.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you one of the shells. This is actually the Seahorse Collection. And, of course, you do get the shells. You get all the sentiments as well, the 2 seahorses. And they are facing the other way, which I love because you've got that ability to be able to use them both, like, for instance, in this.
Both ways.
Yeah, you both ways, looking at the Octo Lady. That's what the idea was there. Or, of course, you've got them looking, facing each other, which is always quite
a third
lovely.
of the stock, though, of the entire bundle for the seahorses. You've got the seahorses in there. You've also got the ruler in there. You also got those beautiful large stamps as well. I've just seen what was in there because you do get so much in there. You get all that, but a third of that stock has already gone. So really do. You know when you get your dies home?
Yes.
Because obviously all the dies come connected like Joe's are here. Would you say take each one apart or would you leave them as a set?
No, what will happen is over time this will actually separate.
Okay.
It's only been done like that for the manufacturing purposes and keeping them together. Now a little tip as well, once they do separate, sometimes it can be a little bit sharp.
Okay.
The pieces, only sometimes, not all the time, but just get you know, some not good scissors, not your best dressmaking scissors, and actually just snip them back. You can do that straight away, but I can't see the point in doing it straight away because, of course, it keeps everything all together.
Sure.
You know,
and then
that's
I
the
suppose
thing.
you also get excess, like little.
You do if you want to.
seahorses.
Yeah. If you want to do, you see, you can actually do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's just. I'm just showing you there how beautiful that stamps. That's actually one of the shells. Look at all the detail. It really is quite exquisite, isn't it?
Little conch shell.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And again, you've got that lovely outline there to make it look really professional as well. So we'll keep that there, just on the side. So we'll just bring our lady back in. There we go. So it's nice and dry. And I've got the tentacles. So we've got her all nicely coloured in. Now you can see here, obviously, where I've got these from. They're from the bottom of her, aren't they? So we just want to just give them a little bit of a tweak around. I want to just.
But now you've said that, I can see them. But before, I generally thought they were like sea grasses or.
Yeah,
like
but it's
another
perfect,
plant.
isn't it, to actually use them? And all you need to do is you just ink up the base of your stamp. Yeah. So.
But once again, getting so many uses out of the same stamp.
Oh no,
it's
you must
like
do.
Stamp savvy, as it were.
Yeah, you must do. You must look at your stamps. I always say, this is only me. I'm not professing that everybody should do it. I always look at a stamp and think for at least 3 different things I could use for it. Because I have in the past, I have got to say, I have been guilty of buying a set of stamps just purely because I love it. Yeah. And it's all well and good, but if you can only get one use out of it once in a blue moon, there isn't any point. You may as well invest in a set of stamps
that you can use time and time again.
You can use time and time again. Now, don't worry because I'm actually going over, because of course I've done that stamp there just as a registration mark of seeing where I'm going. All right, so and then I'm just going to pop that one in there.
And as you said, if you're thinking, oh yes, Adam, but what can I use the top half for?
Of course, you can do it lots and lots of different things. Yeah. I've got a little idea that we're going to do tomorrow, more on the steampunk side of things.
Oh, a little bit of steampunk.
Yes, still a bit of steampunk. So we're going to play with that tomorrow. So there we go. So I've got my my seabed going on there, and then what I'm going to do is just give her. Of course, it was in cardstock, which of course the dies will cut beautiful cardstock, and this is a really good weight. I think about 280 GSM. All right, and I'm actually going to lift her up with some. Silicone glue because I want her just standing out a little bit pride.
If you didn't have silicone glue, could you use your foam pads?
You could use your foam pads, absolutely, yes, yeah. I just prefer to, because it's quick, it's quick
and it
for
gives you a bit
me.
more wiggle room, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah. So you can see there, because I've got the registration mark underneath where I stamped previously, all you need to do is just place her right over the top, and then you don't even know that's there. But what you do see is, of course, you've still got your bubbles. which is quite lovely. So, and now, of course, let's have a look at our seahorses. So I think the seahorses need a little bit of bling. Don't you?
Yes, of course
I
they
think
do.
so. Now, so I'm actually bringing in, this is one of Olga's products, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. It's the splash inks, yeah, from 13 Arts. So it goes beautiful, absolutely beautiful with the...
And I suppose this is one way to use those colours that you don't know what to do with.
Well, I mean, this, where you can see, this is actually nearly empty, so I've used this one an awful lot. But they're primarily used to actually splash ink on, which I'm going to show you in a second, because it just finishes it
for your
off.
Octo lady,
Yeah.
she could be any colour.
She
You've
could-
got a lot of colours built up, you think, I don't really know what to do with them.
We see, this is what stamps are all about. It's only your interpretation of
That's
the
true.
stamp, isn't it? That you are actually going to, the colour and everything. It is what you want it to be.
Because of all the samples that we've got here, she's coloured in all sorts of ways.
She is, isn't she? Yeah. So I'm just going to put that one there, and this one here. So just want to right in there.
Because the sentiment
right
you get
so.
as well is dreams soar in the wings of imagination.
It is. That's actually on the Octo Lady. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Under the Sea Adventure for this one.
Oh, I feel a song coming off.
Do you? Do you? Go on.
Under
No, you
the
can't. No,
we
you can't. No, no. Yeah, so this is actually on the Seahorse set of stamps. Okay, so if you have been lucky enough to get that one, then...
I love you, crafters. You use the back of everything.
Oh, everything.
Stuff
Just,
everywhere.
Under the sea. There we go. Adventure. Let me just make sure I've got it the right way around, because that'll look really stupid if not. Yep, that would look really stupid if I did it like that. There we go. Underneath like that. There we go. Right, so let me just stamp in nice and lightly onto the rest of my Octo Lady piece that I did. Just cut that off like so. There we go. There we are. So that's not waste. Don't want to waste any card.
5 minutes left.
Okie dokie dokie. So we'll do a little bit of the ink, splash ink around the edges like so. Look at that. I'm in my happy place now.
You are, look. Messy hands. It's this bit. Now, whether you make cards at home and whether you're just watching this show for hints and tips, okay, it's these little details that take your cards from here to here. The little bits around the edges.
Yeah, it's just little bits and pieces, isn't it?
Because otherwise
really?
it just looks like a plain piece of
What
carpet.
you
Now
need
it all
to, yeah,
blends
so
in.
you need to bring it in. You need to bring it into the actual, you can see this is getting really low now. Oh, I need some more of this. Right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of water with this. There we go. And just with that, just finish it off. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know we were
Sorry.
splattering. You
I didn't
warn me
give you
about
any
this.
warning, sorry.
About the splattering
No, if you're with me, you're going to get dirty, all right. There we go.
We're putting your Octo Lady back on the screen. This is your one-day special, £34.97, but we can do better on that price. The price even, take that £5 saving and become a Freedom member. It will go to £8.50 savings, which means today, a delivered price to your door, £31.47. 294842 is your item number. Remember, we are in our Festive Freedom event, so it's well worth the entire week. Everything you see in the live hours will have a Freedom price on it, so it's well worth becoming a Freedom member as well. Remember, it does last a month and you can opt in or opt out after the month is finished, so you haven't got to carry it on if you don't want to, but you do get free delivery, which I think is amazing.
Yes,
and that is free delivery around the world. So if you live in America, it's free delivery. If you're in Europe, it's a delivered price. So when we say Freedom membership price, that is a delivered price to your door. So it doesn't matter where you live or how much you order, that is a delivered price. Which I think is amazing.
I think it's amazing because, especially at the moment, because the last thing you want to be doing is to going out and buying, go shopping, which in my personal opinion. But there you go. So all the difference is basically that I've put some string on there around that greeting, but because it was that one greeting there, sentiment on there. I didn't add it, but you can see I've just done the two seahorses a little bit closer, and a little bit of embossing powder on there I'll add on. So, but you can see though the Totally Dotty, of course, goes in with every single stamp across the counter.
It really, really does. Let me show you a few more samples that we've got here. We started
I love this one.
This is what I mean by
just
you can change the colours.
Absolutely, it's just stunning. It really is. This, of course, is one of Olga's, and what she's done is she just made her into a. I think the Octo lady is now quite a diva, don't you?
She is.
Yes,
it's very. I'm sorry, all the samples are on this side. I like this one as well.
Now look, we were talking about shrink plastic and these seahorses. So what I'm going to do is just pop that against the little seahorses and the shells, look. There we go.
So you can do them out of shrink plastic.
You can make them most stunning.
So you really can
they
go
are
to
lovely,
town.
aren't they?
They are. I didn't really realise they were on there, and I was playing with it.
And the shells look beautiful.
The little conch shells. So you really can go to shrink plastic. As we said, don't just see her as an Octo lady. You can turn her into a bride if you wanted to as well. She didn't send me chocolates, but I'll show her card again.
I'll make sure that you get.
It's all right.
Now this, you see, there's the fish. There's those.
Oh yeah,
and the sea chest, yes.
Why don't you actually put like a little bit of sand on the bottom?
Yes, yeah.
And then you can go from that though. That's quite cartoonesque, I think. Quite cartoony.
I think so. I think so.
But then you can go to more of your details.
Yeah.
With your
and if you just tip that up, I'll just be very careful because my hands are very, very inky. But you can see. Can you see that beautiful raised?
Look at that.
Yeah, you can see that lovely camera work there, and it's stunning, isn't it? Really excellent.
Is. And then we've gone to also you've cut her out a few times.
Yeah, she's cut out a few times here, and then of course decoupaged up. This again is one of Debbie's. It really is quite gorgeous.
So in theory, there's three layers there. Remember, there's your circles. There's your stencils that you've got there in the background as well. There's your mesh. You might have this from already from All and Creates. You might find that on the website. Your little mesh stencil. And remember, anything you order during the one-day special tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we will do the draw, and you will win. Oh, look at this.
There you go.
So you could be walking away with this made by Joe's fair hands. And you have to purchase during your one-day special. Remember, your one-day special is £31.47. We are very, very... 2 hands I put that. Did you see how delicate it was?
Yes, I was so pleased.
I was holding it for dear life. £31.47 for your one-day special. 294842. Remember, we are in festive flexi, Freedom Flexi event. Basically, everything on the live show has a freedom price on it. By Wednesday, I would have got this, nailed it. Everything's got a freedom price on it. Absolutely everything in the live hours has got freedom. So if you're not a freedom member, it's well worth becoming a freedom member. Remember, if you have any questions for Joe during the one-day special hours, please do email in, and we'll ask, and that's what we're here for.
We definitely will.
I'll see you next door in a minute for Good Evening Hochanda, and I'll see you there.